Hello and thank you for watching. My name is Stacy Blodgett and I'm the Chief Executive Officer and Certified Financial Planner Practitioner at Globe Wealth Management.
Hi, my name is Regina Kojan. I'm the Chief Investment Officer. I'm also a Certified Financial Planner Practitioner and work with Stacy at Globe Wealth Management.
Thank you for watching the third video in our series on how our firm, Globe Wealth Management, observes the 4 obligations of Regulation Best Interest and how we act in your best interest. This video in the series addresses our legal obligations to customers and conflicts of interest.
So as a quick reminder, there are 4 components to Reg BI and we follow them. One is disclosure. So prior to or at the time of a recommendation, we provide you with a customer relationship summary, which is also known as Form CRS. This outlines the rules. This document can be viewed and downloaded on our forms gallery on our website, globewealth.com. 2 is care. We exercise reasonable diligence, care, and skill in making a recommendation. 3, conflict of interest. We establish, maintain, and enforce written policies and procedures designed to address conflicts of interest. And 4, compliance. We establish, maintain, and enforce written policies and procedures designed to achieve compliance with Regulation Best Interest. An important question to ask your financial professional is, how do you make money from providing services to me? So you want to take that one, Stace?
Sure. In simple terms, we're paid in 2 different ways, either a commission or a fee. If it's a transactional purchase or sale, which is like a stock or a bond within a brokerage account, we would receive a commission. If it is an advisory relationship with managed money or financial planning, we receive either an ongoing fee or a fixed rate if it's for a plan. So our broker-dealer is paid directly in both cases, and we're paid a portion of that. A question that some people would like to know the answer is, are we paid more if we select a brokerage service or an advisory service?
So that's really not a yes or no question, as both have different pricing structures. With some, the payment is upfront and some are on an ongoing basis. There's many factors that determine the overall costs, such as transactions and holding periods. Brokerage accounts commissions increase based on the trading volume. So when a client trades more, the commissions will increase along with it. For an advisory account, the fee is fixed and the payment to the advisor increases only when the assets grow. Our practice is relationship-based, and when we look at our clients holistically, we evaluate their risk tolerance, time horizon, and objectives in determining what is most appropriate investment and the cost structure that makes the most sense for each client. Each client's personal financial recommendation is different, so we can't really just say yes or no, provide a yes or no answer. We do review the fees in detail at the time of the investment. We put our client's best interest first when making the recommendation, and this includes the cost structure of the investments. Other questions you should ask your advisor are there different share classes of mutual funds or annuities? Are fees or sales charges different? And given my financial situation, which is likely better for me? Stace, do you want to cover that one?
Yes, so there are different share classes for both mutual funds and annuities. And yes, there are different fees and sales charges for both. So we would discuss the client's situation in depth in order to determine which is better for them based upon their time horizon and financial goals, that being either an annuity or a mutual fund, and the individual share classes for either. There's no general answer to this question, as each client recommendation is specific to the individual. So another question that you may want to ask is, how could conflicts of interest affect you, and how will the advisor address them?
So that's a good question. So financial service professionals do have a natural conflict of interest in dealing with clients, because we have incentive for you to work, with us, or an advisor to work with them. SEC Regulation Best Interest requires that an advisor act in your best interest and not place their financial interest above yours. If you maintain an advisory account, an advisor has additional obligations to you, including what's known as a fiduciary duty. At Globe Wealth, we address the issues with a client by disclosing any potential conflicts of interest. We're transparent in communicating the costs and the benefits. Clients have the option to work with us or to pursue other options. As certified financial planning professionals, we adhere to the CFB Board's strict code of ethics and standards of conduct. This includes acting as a fiduciary capacity and putting a client's best interests first. Stacy and I make our recommendations based on the client's risk tolerance, time horizon, and goals. So in addition to paying fees for investment activities, what are some of the other charges that are paid to advisors or third parties, Cece?
Yeah, an advisory account is considered a wrap account and generally includes all of the fees. Within a brokerage account, there may be additional charges such as an IRA fee or a service fee or an alternative investment reporting fee, and those fees are assessed by the custodian and not passed on to the advisor. Another question to ask your financial advisor may be, do you or your firm have any disciplinary history?
So neither Stacy or I have any disciplinary history, and we plan to keep it that way. You can find out more information about our backgrounds or the background of another advisor or investment firm by using the industry tool. It's called FINRA Broker Check. We previously referenced being certified financial planning professionals. Let's elaborate on what that is and what's involved in that. Stacy?
Yes, a certified financial planner or a CFP professional has to meet experience requirements and complete extensive education coursework that culminates with a comprehensive exam in order to become certified. They're trained to help clients develop a holistic strategy to reach short and long-term financial goals. CFP professionals also are held to rigorous ethical standards, including the requirement that they act in the best interest of their clients when providing financial planning services. There's also ongoing continuing education requirements that must be met. The REG BI ruling has pushed the industry as a whole to raise the standards of the advisors in general to meet the same expectations that we've been working by since we've become CFP professionals. So we've always held those high standards as important, and our personal and professional ethics have additionally guided us to maintain those same standards. So, talking about planning, what is involved in developing a financial plan?
So financial planning can help clients reach their objectives throughout their life, whether they want to buy a house, save for college, live a fulfilling retirement, leave a legacy for their children, or make a difference for a charity. So financial planning is a collaborative partnership to help the client create a financial roadmap to help them achieve those life goals. So do you want to describe what happens at the first meeting?
Yes, at the first meeting, we discuss the 7 steps of the financial planning process with the client or prospective client. We tell them that you have to gather information to understand what the personal and financial circumstances are. You need to identify the goals that the client wants to address. You would need to analyze the information once we gathered it and come up with some potential recommendations. You need to present the recommendations to the client and then implement them, which is optional, and then monitor and update the progress over time. So then the financial planning begins. Once you agree and engage our services, we review any conflicts of interest, and then we begin gathering your specific information. We do a deep dive in looking at your information by the following topics.
So there's investment planning. So with investment planning, we review and analyze your current investments and see if they're aligned with your risk tolerance and your time horizon. Estate planning. We review your estate planning documents to make sure your accounts are titled correctly by ownership and that your beneficiaries are correctly specified. We make sure that you're lined up with your estate plan, or give you a recommendation to meet with another professional, like an attorney, if you haven't set those documents up. Retirement planning. We review your retirement income plan to make sure your retirement funding is optimized and make recommendations if it's not. Risk management. We evaluate your risk management by reviewing life insurance, disability, long-term care. These are all important, and we want to make sure that you're fully funded for them. Cash flow and budget. We evaluate your current cash flow and fiscal budget to help identify areas of opportunity. Assistance to loved ones. We review your need to assist aging parents or prepare for your children's future education. Income tax planning. We review your current income tax responsibility and help with some tax efficiency.
In a financial plan, you have to continue to monitor and make changes and adapt to the different stages of financial life, like college graduation, a wedding, new job, retirement, anything of that nature. So Regina's going to talk a little bit more in detail about the planning process and the baseline blueprint.
Your CFP professional will want to analyze the strengths and vulnerabilities of your current financial situation and courses of action. This will depend on your personal circumstances, which includes your cash flow, asset protection, employee benefits, emergency funding, and other financial data. The next step is to develop the recommendations to help you meet the goals. Explain the assumptions that are used to develop the plan and offer alternatives. When he or she presents that plan, the process is designed to give you opportunity to provide feedback and ask questions. It's really a learning process too. How do you put all this into action?
So now to put it into action, if your planning agreement includes implementing and monitoring, we'll define what we're going to be doing with you moving forward. Are we going to manage the assets? If anything needs to be moved or changed, we'll help you with those things and decide as the investments go, shall we monitor them on whatever baseline for time horizon, and how often we do that, how often we meet with the client. It's a very collaborative process. Together we'll review the performance and progress of the plan through time. When there are changes in your personal circumstances, such as a change in employment or family status, it will require adjustments to the financial plan. And throughout this process, your CFP professional is able to provide ongoing support, guidance, and education. So financial planning should be the foundation for your financial decisions and financial wellness, and we think that it's very important.
It is. This is the conclusion of our third video in our three-part series, Addressing Regulation Best Interests, or REG BI. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch our video series, and we hope you find the information presented that was helpful and informative. This video series can be found on our website, globewealth.com, under the tab, Our Commitment to Our Clients. The video series is also posted on our YouTube channel, Globe Wealth Management. Please be sure to like and subscribe and click the bell to be notified of any new content. Thanks again for joining us today.
We appreciate you watching our videos, and thank you.